24. 24 countries at the age of 23. I mean, how often do we get to hear about people who challenge the convention, who move out of their comfort zones to do the impossible? Whether it's to climb a mountain or sail across the ocean, or for that matter, fly around the world.
Yes.
Captain Aarohi, where did your dream take off? When did it all begin?
Well, it was definitely a dream for me, just like any other kid or any other teen in this room. I remember I was a 7-year-old kid waiting at Cochin Airport with my father to board a flight back home to Bombay. And something happened that day that absolutely changed my life. So as the terminal's door opened, I saw a pilot for a very first time, and it also happened to be a female pilot. And I just fell in love because there was something about that lady, her walk, her uniform, her confidence, or maybe just the fact, she looked absolutely stunning, and my love affair began.
Well, you're talking about your love affair with the pilot. My love affair begins with you right now, right here, Aarohi. You were telling me you were 7 then.
Yes.
And 10 years later, you were actually flying a plane.
Yes, I did start flying at the age of 17. And for the last 2 years, I've been flying around the world under Women Empowerment Expedition. And I also happen to be the first woman in the world to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, to cross the Greenland ice caps.
You say so many things here, Aarohi, right?
Yes.
You mentioned female, solo, which I obviously never get to do because I'm traveling with my sister. And you say ultra light.
Yes, lighter
than light.
That's a good way to say it, actually. Light sport aircraft.
What does it mean? What does any of it mean?
Yeah, so the plane which we were given for this round-the-world flight is a Pipistrel Sinus 912. To compare it, it's lighter than any average bullet motorcycle and smaller than any SUV car. So to make it simple, you're just taking a tuk-tuk, putting a go-kart engine on it, and just flying around the world.
Whoa! So you're telling me, Aarohi, that you're taking your flying tuk-tuk around the world?
It's fun, trust me. It's fun.
Okay, so you know what? Honestly, Aarohi, you are not in control of your destiny.
Yes.
Nor are you sure about the success of the flight. Nature, I'm sure, has a huge part to play there, right?
Definitely.
Were there any moment where you felt like there was a close call with nature, with death?
I mean, to be honest, you cannot control weather. You cannot control extreme conditions. But you know what? Flying over the oceans, it's such an humbling experience. It's just you, your little plane, light blue sky above, dark blue water, turbulence, which you experience at 35,000 feet. I was experiencing at much more low level.
How low were you flying?
Well, there was an incident where I had to fly extremely low, approximately 700 feet, just to prevent, to form icing on my aircraft wings.
No, so I don't get this. I understand that for you it's been a humbling experience over the ocean, but you're also gambling with life.
Yeah.
There's a very thin line between that, and you have to make these decisions real quick. Did you never fear that? I mean, you're talking about turbulence, right? Whenever we are flying in a commercial plane, when the pilot announces we are going through a turbulent weather, I know it's over a water body. So we all fear that. I'm sure we all do. You were doing that alone, Aarohi.
Yes. I mean, unlike any commercial flights, flying an ultralight, light sport aircraft is extremely hard. And imagine doing it all by yourself, no one to talk to. It's all solo. You are the whole and soul and your engine running. Tiny, small body. So it's definitely a challenge. But you know what? For me, my dreams, they have always been bigger than my fear. And the fun part is I'm flying for the...
I like that, Aarohi, because it gives me goosebumps right now. Your dreams are bigger than your fears.
Yes. And the thing is that I've been flying for 6 years now. And even now, if you put me in front of any airplane, I go back to being that 7-year-old kid waiting at the airport with a huge smile on my face, just waiting to get into any airplane and just go fly.
You better keep that on. It's really beautiful. My sister and I scale these heights, a lot of people ask us for things which I would love to know from you how they resonate with you, right?
Okay.
The first one would be failure, Aarohi.
Okay, failure. It got to me at a very young age, at the age of 4, when I failed to learn how to ride a bicycle.
Wait.
I still don't know how to ride a bicycle.
We need to talk.
I don't.
Let's get a bicycle for you here right now. What do you think about self-doubt?
I believe that it's okay to be underconfident. You know what? It's okay to feel that you're not good enough for something. But what's not okay is to feel low about yourself and do nothing about it. So one of the best compliments I have got is from an ex-army officer. He told me, Aarohi, you are the one who's living my dream. And you know, that's when I realized how far I have come and you know, what I do, why I do what I do.
I wish our dad could say that to us sometime. Does teamwork ever
Very
come
important.
to you? Yeah.
Very important. So even though my accomplishments are so low, but the preparation for it wasn't. You know, you won't believe it takes an entire village to get started. And my team has worked extremely hard, you know, to make my each and every flight possible. You know, like, I'll put it in a simple word, it was never a one-woman show.
It's never a one-woman show, Aarohi. That's very well said. In fact, they say, you know, alone you go fast. But
together you go far.
Together you go far.
Yes, I absolutely love that.
That's a classic example. Does faith at all have any meaning?
I think it's a very strong word. I believe that when everything falls apart, faith is one thing which keeps you tight and impact and strong. Like as simple as your mom, or like my mom, your mom and dad just rooting up for us, you know, day and night. My sister who's looking up for me for each and every tiny thing I do. Or maybe the people who adore me, who follow me and who look up to me. I think it's very important, yes.
It is very, very important. In fact, you're sharing all of this, Aarohi. I'm getting goosebumps. I know you can't see because I'm wearing a jacket, but your stories have really inspired me, Aarohi. I'm sure all of them who are listening to you today would love to hear a message from you. Is there something you'd like to tell them?
Yes, I mean, I would like to share a little secret. So when I'm up there, you know, everything is messed up and, you know, I'm like, oh God, what's happening there? I just keep myself calm and talk to myself, you know what, Aarohi, you are doing something no one in this world could do better than you. And that's what keeps me going every single time.
Wow.
The self-confidence.
That is such a beautiful thing. And you were telling me about the propellers. You've always mentioned that you always had to have that in front of you.
Definitely.
That you always had to keep your fan running. You always had to have your propeller running and your fuel topped up.
Fuel topped up. And there's an inside joke, you know, when the fan stops, you could actually see the pilot sweating because the engine stops.
Well, thank you so much, Aarohi. It was so lovely talking to you. And we all will remember to move forward. We will remember to scale new heights. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us.